Hello, my name is Alex Rink, and the controversial topic that I chose was whether or not performing arts should be required in schools. There are many reasons as to why they should be required. For example, these schools are essentially vocational schools that prepare students for a life in the arts, stated in the Encyclopedia of Pros and Cons. Performing arts help students with many different types of values that should be treasured throughout our lives. We as performing arts students learn time management, discipline, teamwork, perseverance, dedication, and determination. Performing arts high schools also bring students with like interests together. Instead of feeling like outcasts in regular schools, artistic children are free to congregate with other people who share their goals and aspirations, letting them fit in more. Having friends who are into the arts can also be a source of inspiration and motivation for children. Also, it helps them to build contacts and social media networks that may be important in their professional careers. Stated in the Pros and Cons Encyclopedia, performing arts helps people in so many different ways. They also help us build relationships with one another. The people in your performing arts activity are most likely family to you. I'm in color guard, and one thing that I know for sure is that these girls will always be there for me in any time of need. Even if I need to rant about something, these girls will always listen. They are my sisters, and I will have them for a long time, even after high school. Studying art and music develops cognitive abilities and critical thinking. Phil Whitmer stated this. Whitmer says music programs result in better grades in school because music requires students to think creatively and solve problems to play in the music. The thinking patterns spill over into other school subjects, resulting in better understanding and grades. The cons to having performing arts at school is for budgeting purposes. Since music is considered an extra for many schools, the budget for a music program is lower than for other programs within the school. This limits teachers in their ability to provide students with the best education because they do not always have the funding available for the students' needs. Wimmer says with the budgets comes funding or fundraising, but it can still be a pretty big issue, especially if your family doesn't really have a lot of money. Another con is one negative aspect about performing arts high schools is that most of them do not offer many elective classes outside of music or other art classes. Stated in the Pros and Cons Encyclopedia. This means that most students who are into performing arts in high school won't take any other types of classes. They will only take performing arts electives and nothing else. Plus, some performing arts programs aren't very acknowledged, so why do students go through with that hard work and dedication? They probably won't continue to do that activity, which means it lowers the numbers and eventually it will no longer be a part of that school. The solution that I will propose for this controversial topic is to give all students the opportunity to express who they truly are inside. There should be a law for every school, no matter where it is, to require performing arts everywhere. Students express themselves in different ways, so let them all have a chance to make school fun and enjoyable for themselves. Thank you.